400 years ago, 115 souls simply vanished. Think about that. No blood, no bodies, just empty homes and an unnerving absolute silence. This isn't a campfire ghost story. It's a terrifying, unsolved historical enigma. Welcome to the New World's first true horror story, The Lost Colony of Roanoke.
It all began about 450 years ago during the Age of Exploration. Adventurers were constantly pushing into the unknown, and one English ship stumbled upon a beautiful island near what is now North Carolina. They called it Roanoke. The captain, Sir John White, loved the place, the gentle weather, the thick woods, the white beaches. In 1587, he and his 115 settlers established their little village, their first true American colony. Things seemed perfect at first. The following year, White's granddaughter, Virginia Dare, was born, the first English Christian baby in the Americas, so significant that a future state would be named after her. Yet before White left for England to gather more supplies, odd things started happening. Supplies disappeared without a trace. White himself noted losing a cherished silver cup from his locked chest. A subtle, sinister current was already pulling at the edges of their new home. White's return was delayed for 3 long years by war. When his ships finally sailed back in 1590, just before Virginia's 3rd birthday, they were met by a terrifying sight. The entire island was blanketed in an unnaturally dense, deep fog, a fog no sailor had ever seen. They anchored offshore, too cautious to navigate the obscured coast, and sang English songs into the dark, hoping for a reply. They heard nothing. When the strange mist lifted the next morning, White stepped ashore to an uncanny scene. Footprints were visible in the sand, but the village was deserted. Every house was intact. Tools, furniture, and personal belongings were neatly packed away. But of the 115 men, women, and children, there was no trace at all. It looked as if the forest had simply opened up and swallowed the whole community overnight. Sir John White searched until his dying day. The colony was lost. The Appalachian Clue. 4 centuries later, dozens of theories exist, but nothing conclusive. No one found signs of an indigenous attack. No blood, no struggle, no animal remains were found either. And the idea of famine was debunked by a scientific study which proved the land was fertile. So where did they go? Let's look for clues just 250 miles away, the Appalachian Mountains. These mountains are ancient, over 480 million years old, predating the dinosaurs. They're formidable and hold deep secrets. The Appalachians are infamous for their no-go areas, regions where people enter and are simply never seen again. My theory is that the settlers, desperate for supplies, ventured into this uncharted, treacherous wilderness, straying into one of those no-go zones, and were permanently lost. Adding to the chill, the Appalachians are crossed by ley lines, energy paths that run through other great mysteries like the pyramids of Giza. Perhaps the geography itself is prone to the inexplicable. What truly happened remains an unsolved mystery. The Amazon's hidden depths. Now, let's shift thousands of miles away to another vast, mysterious place, the Amazon rainforest. This colossal ecosystem boasts the planet's highest biodiversity. Why? Because of an unnaturally fertile black soil called terra preta. This soil is so rich it fuels a powerful theory. The Amazon was once a meticulously cultivated garden created by an advanced ancient civilization. When they vanished, their garden ran wild. The Amazon is an untouched treasure. Medically, we've only studied 1% of it. Indigenous tribes hold secrets about powerful plant-based psychedelics that produce a potent DMT effect, hinting at the vast, untapped medicinal knowledge hidden within the Amazon. The Amazon also holds the secret of the uncontacted tribes. One of the most haunting true stories is that of the Man of the Holes. In 1996, surveyors found a series of deep pits dug across the Brazilian jungle. They eventually spotted the digger, the sole survivor of an unknown tribe, fiercely isolated. Years later, in 2022, his body was found. He had seemingly chosen a peaceful spot and covered himself in macaw parrot feathers, a ritualistic gesture suggesting a belief in an afterlife. He died with dignity, only for his grave to be vandalized later. The story of this silent man is just one window into the Amazon's hidden depths. Local tribes also speak of Yakumama, mother of the water, a serpent that dwarfs the massive green anaconda, describing a beast that can reach 60 feet. With the Amazon River's murky, zero-visibility water and giant Victoria water lilies, who knows what enormous creature could be lurking beneath those surfaces? The advanced Maya. The story of the Amazon continues with one of the most advanced ancient cultures, the Maya. It's incredible to think that only 6 civilizations in history are considered pristine, developing entirely on their own, without outside influence. The Maya were one of them, and they were centuries ahead in one area, astronomy. In 1952, the tomb of the great ruler Pakal was discovered. The stone lid of his sarcophagus still divides historians. Does it depict spiritual ascent? Or does he clearly seated in a sophisticated reclining machine, a kind of ancient rocket, with what look like flames jetting from the rear? The Maya's astronomy makes the rocket theory hard to dismiss. They calculated the solar year with astonishing accuracy, 365.24 days. They developed the concept of zero. They could predict solar eclipses years in advance and knew the precise 584-day cycle of the planet Venus. Their genius was built into their structures. At the Chichen Itza pyramid, if you clap at the base, the echo returns amplified and perfectly altered to sound exactly like the call of the Quetzal bird, their sacred deity. It's an incredible piece of acoustic engineering. Sadly, when the Spanish arrived, they saw this knowledge as heresy. They burned almost every single Mayan book and tablet, destroying a priceless archive. Only 3 codices survived. Imagine the knowledge that was lost forever due to human arrogance. The Maya were advanced in ways we are only now beginning to comprehend. Conclusion. The mysteries of Roanoke, the deep secrets of the Amazon, and the lost knowledge of the Maya remind us that history is not a finished story. It's a puzzle with countless missing pieces. We are surrounded by wonders and warnings from those who came before.
What other secrets do you think are hidden in the vast, unexplored corners of our world? Share your best theories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for the next installment of our series on the lost wonders of our planet.